everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Zach Barnes. Kicking things off for us this week is head softball coach Kevin Blaskowski. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Well, Coach, since we saw you last, just this last weekend, you had a successful senior weekend as you took a 4-0 sweep over Eastern New Mexico.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. It was senior weekend and had a lot going on. We're recognizing 5 great young ladies, and then on top of that, have a chance to play for a conference title. So I thought we did a great job of keeping everything in perspective. We had the 2 big wins on Friday night, a couple of walk-off run rules, and 2 seniors get the walk-offs for us with Andrea Sitter's home run and Brittany Gale's base hits. So that was big. And then Saturday, I thought we came out and played with a lot of energy and got the first one, and then we had a really nice ceremony recognizing our seniors, and then we're able to get the last one too. So it was a great weekend. A couple of great individual performances. Brittany Cruz was just unreal at the plate. Andrea Sitter had another big weekend at the plate, and Kylie Halbert and Tori Byer just keep throwing the ball well in the circles. So I was excited. Great to get our third straight conference win, and now we have to wrap up the rest of the season and get ready for the postseason.
And up next for you guys, well, it was supposed to be a game yesterday against Lubbock Christian. You actually get to play today due to some weather having to change the schedule. So with that one, also you'll again see Lubbock Christian next week here at home. How does that one go with also looking into the regional view now?
Well, there's Lubbock Christian's very good. They're 36-10 right now, and they'll be in the top 8 in the region, and so it's a big in-region game for us. And going down to their place this afternoon, they're going to be they'll be tough to play at home. They've had a lot of success on their home field, so. We need to go in and be ready to play right away. That's the one thing. It's just 7 innings. It's one game, so whoever gets off to a fast start is going to have the advantage, and then next week we get them back here on Tuesday for another single game, so that'll be another big game for us. So good in-region games this time of year. I think it keeps us sharp going into the last weekend at Texas Women's, and then obviously looking forward to the postseason.
And kind of with the way the schedule is, you've got a good chunk of time in between now and the conference tournament. What are things that you do besides, of course, the games and stuff, kind of preparing with that extra time?
Well, I think some of the things we're going to look at doing this weekend, since we have the weekend off, is really kind of rest and relax a little bit. We'll have some light workouts and may have a scrimmage on Saturday morning just to continue to get a look and stay sharp. But a big part of it, is we need to get some girls off their legs. Lacey Taylor needs some time to recover. She's caught a lot of innings this year, so get her a chance to recover a little bit and let our pitchers recover a little bit. And then we've had to make the transition with Stacy's injury, so hopefully it just gives us a little bit more time to practice and continue to get comfortable with that transition also.
Well, Coach, would like to thank you for joining us and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. Next for us is head baseball coach Matt Vanderburg. And Coach, since we saw you last, you played 4 different games, 3 of those on the road at Tarleton State this last weekend. Were you able to get 2 of 1 to get the overall series win?
Yeah, it was the end of a very long road stretch. We played 11 games on the road and was happy with our guys. We survived the 11 games, went 7-4 overall, and obviously Tarleton's a tough team, tough place to go and play. Was really proud of our guys, especially for how banged up we are. To be able to go on the road and take a series like that was a big weekend for us.
And during that weekend, I kind of remember a little bit from Monday during the press conferences. You were saying, you were actually a little bit surprised at how well you guys did on offense.
Yeah, I I kind of said the last couple weeks, if we're going to win some games, it's going to be 3-2, 2-1 type ball games and stuff. And we were able to score 10 runs against them in one game, and then 6 runs in the other one. And that's pretty good offensive production from us right now. And we're finding ways to win. It just if we can continue to get runners on base and move them around. It may be a different way of getting them to score, but hopefully we can continue to score some runs.
And then last night, you guys found a way to win another one. You got your first road or home game in a long time, and it was against at the time 10-ranked Lubbock Christian, and you're able to win 7-6 in 15 innings.
Yeah, really good home win for us. It was good to get back home. I thought we had a great crowd for a Tuesday night, and guys played really hard. Nolan Savage got his second start of the year, did an outstanding job. I think he went 5 2/3, 5 1/3, somewhere around in there, or maybe 5 2/3. Did a really good job. Kept us in the game, and then guys out of the bullpen that really hadn't got a lot of action all year. Colby Prices, Thomas Garland, man, just did an outstanding job against a really good club, and we did just enough offensively to find a way to win a ball game.
And then up next for you guys, you'll have another home weekend. This time you get the 3 series against Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron, they're playing really good baseball right now. They just took 2 of 3 from Kingsville. And so it's going to be a tough matchup. I mean, I've said all along, Cameron's one of the most talented teams in our conference. They have some really good arms. They're really offensive. So it's going to be a tough weekend. We're going to have to play some of our best baseball. Fortunately, we're at home, and usually we're pretty good at home. So hopefully we can get a really good crowd this weekend because it's a really big series for us.
And with a big series like that, and also with a big win last night, how do you kind of try and keep the guys' emotions to where they can still focus and still play the good baseball?
I think our guys have, under the understanding, we've talked about it all year, it's a process. I mean, these games are really no bigger than any other game that we've played or any more than the 12 conference games that we've got left. It's just baseball. It's something they do every single day. So if we stay within the process and do what we're capable of doing, I think the outcome will take care of itself.
Coach, I'd like to thank you for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us this week on the WT Coaches Show for the WT Sports Network. I'm Zach Barnes, and we'll see you next week.